God, speak to me, please. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Evelyn. Today's video is going to be me talking about my testimony. I'm very excited to record this video. As you can tell, the setup's a little different. I'm sitting on my bed. I want it to be as comfortable and personal as possible. I also want to say, in no way am I a perfect Christian. I have my flaws, I sin, all of that. I just wanted to document it for myself so that I can see later in life how I'm growing in my faith, and also if it helps anybody else that can relate to this video. But without further ado, let's get into this video. I am very excited, y'all, to record this. I'm just happy. Okay, so I've always grew up in a Christian household. I go to church every Sunday, read my Bible, do my daily devotional, praise and worship, all of that. But I think my testimony more is that, my testimony also is that, my whole hydrocephalus story, if you want to see that video, it'll be somewhere here or here. I can't remember. One of these cute little cards will come up. But back to my testimony now. Let's see. So I was either in 6th, 7th, or maybe 8th grade. And I went to this church convention in Dallas. It was a RCCG church that I went with. And I think it was an RCCG convention as well. It was either 3 days or maybe a 4-day convention. And I believe, let's see, it was either the 2nd or the 3rd day I was there. And the pastor, her name was Pastor Moji. I'm pretty sure that was her name. Probably wasn't. Sorry, I was putting my lip gloss. And there was something that she said that just stuck with me. When you go to anything and the sermon literally is talking directly to you, you feel like God is just talking through the pastor to you. That's how I felt. And I was there with a few friends from the church as well. And I can't remember everything she said because this was junior high. I'm about to be a junior in college, so it was a while ago. But I do remember a little bit of what she said. It was something along the lines about my faith, like where I was in my walk in faith, and it wasn't a good walk. I wasn't, not necessarily that it wasn't a good walk, I just wasn't in a good place in my walk. And that if you feel this way, come to the altar. So it was something like that. And I remember sitting, I was sitting by all my friends, and I was just kind of in my head I was like, do I really want to go up there and get prayed for, or do I just want to sit back here and just, I don't want to be seen? Because at the time, I was a kid, and we do everything with friends, So going up there, I was kind of going up there alone. So I was like, do I really want to do this? But then in my head, I was kind of I need to do this for myself. It's not really for my friends, because at the end of the day, it's me that's having the problem with God. Everybody's not in the same position in their walk. So I just kind of I'm going to go up there, do what I need to do. So I go up there thinking oh, she's just going to pray for me a little bit. I'm going to go sit back and be with my friends. No, wrong, incorrect. When I tell you that prayer literally hit me like a bus, it hit me like a bus. So I was probably one of the first few people to get up there, so I'm on my knees, sitting, laying, not sitting. I was on my knees, my eyes were closed, and you couldn't really see there was a lot of people beside you or anything like that. And later on, my friends ended up coming up there too, but I didn't know until we came to sit back down. And this lady's prayer was so powerful that it kind of made me want to cry. But the thing is, if you know me well enough, I don't cry about anything. I don't know why, it's weird. I just don't cry. It's hard for me to cry. But it was a very emotional, it made me, I felt it basically. And I just remember wanting to just give her a hug right after, because I truly appreciated everything that she said, and I felt it deep in my heart. And it was kind of I think, there was some stuff going on with me at home and stuff, so that was emotional as well. So it was kind of dang, it was literally hitting me, and I was just I don't know, prayer is powerful. That's all I can really say. And after that, I enjoyed going to the youth convention. I ended up going the following year, and I loved it again, but I haven't been since because, it does cost money, and then I had school and all this other stuff that ended up conflicting with the time of the convention. And it still goes on now, which is a wonderful thing, because I think it's a great opportunity to actually get the word of God from that lady and a few other people that were there. Trying to think of what else I can remember from that. There was a spoken word lady that came as well, and I think I have a video, but it's so old. This was like 2011, 2012, and she came and she was spitting straight knowledge. Mind you, I'm in the 7th and 8th grade, and everything is just going like this to my head, like I'm like, what? But yeah, I just felt like at that moment I needed to do better in my faith. So, after a while, after that service, I just kind of felt like, I need to do better, and I needed to grow, and I needed to just be a better Christian, I guess I can say. A few months later, I was still going to the same church, and I remember there was a youth pastor there, and in no way I'm not cutting this out, so in no way do I mean to be disrespectful or anything like that, but this pastor honestly was the worst youth pastor I ever had in my life. I'm not going to go into detail on that, just know that that man was not a good pastor. That's all I'm going to say. Stayed at that church for a while. I enjoyed everything else but that pastor at that church. So that church itself was wonderful, but that pastor was horrible. Because some people are motivational speakers and some people are pastors, but that's another topic. So then after that, I was there for a while. Then we ended up leaving that church because it was a very far church from us, so we had to find a church that was kind of closer, that was still an RCCG church. So I found a church that was probably like 5 or 10 minutes away. Wonderful church, I loved it. It was very small, so you knew everyone there. It was a great church. I appreciated everyone there. I loved the music. I loved coming to church every Sunday. I loved the actual youth when we had like class and stuff. It was great. The pastor himself there was great as well. Then after that church, we ended up stopped going to that one because we found a church that was literally across the street from our house. So, and that one was more. That was an RCCG church. It was actually River Point Church, and that's a church I go to now. I've always enjoyed that church. I actually started going there, I don't remember. I want to say maybe 2015, 2016. Yeah, but the thing was, I wasn't going every Sunday because, it was kind of hard to go because, my mom was working. Sisters weren't here. It's just kind of like me and my little sister, so we would try to go every once in a while. That church is very different compared to an RCCG church, as you can tell, but the word itself is still the same, so I appreciated it as much as I could. I still go there now. Another moment where I feel like my faith grew was when I got baptized. I got baptized, I believe it was March 20th, 2016. Don't quote me on it, I might be wrong. I'm gonna look for the little paper. I got baptized at River Point Church. I was very happy to get baptized there. Actually, it was a very what's the word? It's like a milestone, I guess you could say. It just felt great to just feel like refreshed, I guess you could say, in my walk, So I was very happy about that. After that and before that, I started going to their, they had this youth thing they did every Wednesday, and this is when I was still in high school. It was called The Take. It was really awesome. You would only be there for an hour or so. It was like around 6 or 7. It was only an hour, so it was like, so if it was 6, it was 6 to 7. And if it was 7, it was 7 to 8. So we'd be there. They do a few praise and worship songs, read the Bible, and just make you feel so included. Like, it was just a wonderful experience. I went there for a couple of months. Then, you know, I went to college, and college, I feel like my faith grew tremendously, mainly because of the people I was friends with. It's just like, some people are, like, people say people are there for the seasons, you know. So I realized that some people do not have my best interests at heart. So my faith was definitely something I need to keep with me, especially, you know, in the beginning. There was nothing like too traumatic or anything bad that like really happened to me. My sophomore year, I met some wonderful people, you know, that were very, very much into their faith. One friend, her name is Dielle. I love that girl so much. She's a preacher's kid. She literally, I'm so glad I met this girl. Even though I actually lived with her the year before as well, but I didn't know her that well. But we got to know each other more sophomore year, and just being friends with her just brought my whole faith up so much. She's honestly just a joy. She's like light. She's sunlight, basically. She's wonderful. Being friends with her, I feel like really helped. Like, sometimes when we would go over to her apartment, we'd actually all have, like, me and my friends would have Bible study with her. She would always invite us for a church, but sadly I could never go, which I'm really upset about, and I'm gonna make sure I can go, even though I won't be going to Prairie View anymore, but that's another story. But I do appreciate her. I appreciate my friend Brittany, my friend Trey, Wesley, Devaje, Asia, all of the beautiful people I was friends with, all of them, and more, like and Princess, and all those people that just helped me with my faith and helped me grow. And I'm trying to think of what else. Like, it's just, there's so many people I could think right now, but this is not a shout out video, it's my testimony. But yeah, the problem was I never really found my church home while I was in college too, so that was hard. But I would always try to watch River Point services on my phone. And before I went to college, I did go to this thing. I went to the Take, and then when I got too old for the Take, which was only for high school kids, I went to this thing called Young Adults. That as well was the same thing. They would just do a few praise and worship songs and read about the Bible, and then would just have like a mingle session where we could like talk and stuff. But back to college, because I told you I'm gonna be jumping places. I'm sorry too. Yeah, back to college, freshman year. Like I said, you know, I didn't really have those type of people in my life. I didn't have the correct people in my life to be, you know, like church-wise, other than Asia probably, and a few others, but like the main people that were with me the majority of the time, I wasn't doing the things I should have been doing to be growing in my faith. So I felt like I kind of put God to the side, which is a horrible thing. I mean, there was times where I would pray, but I wasn't relying on God every day like I should have been. So that's where I completely was wrong, and I honestly thank God for letting me make it throughout the year, you know. So second year, so sophomore year, like I said, I had all those great people in my life that helped me grow in my faith. And I tried to go to church on campus at my school. It didn't really work out for me. I just didn't feel like that was a church home for me, so that didn't work out. Then I started going to this church called Community of Faith. It was a really wonderful church. It's a church similar to River Point, but it is kind of like, once you're used to something, I feel like if everything else doesn't match up, you're just kind of like, you know. So I mean, I liked the church, but it wasn't my church. So I would just try my best to come home on Sundays, on the weekends, so I can go to church at River Point. Fast forward to now, I guess, or the time I'm in now, I guess. I am home for the summer. I still attend church all the time. I still read my Bible. I do my daily devotional, praise and worship. And I am currently still going to River Point. Trying to think, there was something I wanted to say. I feel that I've grown a lot. Some friendships hindered my walk. Some friendships actually helped my walk, you know. So I'm glad I was able to, you know, take those, put those put the ones that need to be in and take the ones that didn't need to be in out, and just keep those people that were positive in my life in. I feel that I'm growing in my faith every single day, and more than ever. I hopefully, when I go to this new school, I can find me a church home, and also I can find like a few groups, Christian groups that are on campus as well. I want to work on how I pray and how I interpret the Bible, because I want to be able to help someone else in their faith if I can. And when I say that, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to be a pastor, because I don't know if I would be a good pastor. But it's on serious note. But I'm truly grateful to be able to even have a testimony, although it may not be as severe as others or as insightful as others. I just feel like I'm glad I'm able to talk about it and just say it out loud. It's been a blessing to be alive this far. You know, I'm 20 years old. I'm about to turn 21. It's lit. But it's just, I continue to say this. I'm grateful and I'm happy, and I'm in the best moments of my life. And literally every day, I promise. So I honestly thank God for that as well. Thank God for the people in my life. I thank God for the people that were in my life. I thank God for the people that are going to be in my life. It's just, I just need to realize to thank God for everything that He's doing for me, because God did not have to do any of this, and He did. And I just truly am grateful. I know I keep saying grateful, but it's just like, I am. Like, I'm living a wonderful life. I'm about to be a junior in college. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm grateful. And I really appreciate everyone who watched this video. I do want to apologize that it's all over the place, but I did say this before, that it was just kind of going to be everywhere. I feel like I left out a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to say, but it's not in mind right now, you know. My brain literally moves like this. It's everywhere. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, sitting here listening to what I have to say. If you have a testimony, I honestly think you should. If you don't like being in front of the camera, maybe write it down, or just pray to God about it. You know, let Him know that you're thankful for everything He does for you. Give Him the thanks, you know. And all of that. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys for letting me make it to, I believe I'm at 314 subscribers. Although I don't post a lot. I know, I apologize. School just has been getting the best of me, but I have summer break, so I'm gonna try to record as much as I can. Apart from that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.